Hey, hey. Let me wipe off my glasses. I'm sort of waiting to see my picture to make sure it's correct. There we go. Hey, Judy. So, Chunky got a makeover and went on a diet and replaced the candy with paper clips. It's nice and heavy though now. Let me make sure that everything's good with camera, everything's good with lighting. I feel like I'm missing light somewhere. I'm not though. I think it's this. Okay. One moment, please, while I deal with technical issues. Let's lower this light down a little. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this little card. I watched Kathy Zilska the other day, and she did a monochromatic card with the Santa Clauses from Simon's new release. And I really, really loved the way it looked. And so I thought I'd kind of follow suit, only a little different. So I'll go ahead and get started. What I'm using today is the Winter Things from Simon Hurley's new release. It comes with a background stamp and then all these extra stamps. And hi Melissa, hi Frida. Oh good. Yeah, you gotta have paper clips for that, or you could draw one if you wanted to. So I'll go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna start with the background. And you can use any color you want. I chose Sidewalk Chalk because I feel like this is such a busy background that anything dark, my little presence would get lost in it. Now, I'm going to do a trigger warning here. There will be fussy cutting. So there's that. Hi, Melissa. So let me grab my Misty here. And let me just kind of move this over to the side. You know what? Here's what I found. Doing this the correct direction gives me a lot more space to open my door and keep you guys in frame. So there's that. And what I'm going to stamp on here is, where did it go? I'm going to stamp on some Distress White Heavy Stock. And the reason why is I found that this is a really good paper for stamping on. It just really, it doesn't, like the ink doesn't bleed on you and stuff. I got a magnetic table and a magnetic board and everything's stiff. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this magnet and stick it down just here on the edge of the paper. Pick up my stamp. And I'm gonna go in with the Sidewalk Chalk. We're gonna go pretty, excuse me, pretty quickly today because it's Pokemon Go Community Day and I play Pokemon. Started at 2 o'clock. I just re-inked this, so it should go pretty well. I'm gonna need one more go round here. So this Sidewalk Chalk is an interesting color. It reminds me of dentine gum after it's been chewed, or even before it's chewed. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Pull the stamp, and I'm going to stamp out my presents. And I will be stamping those on the Simon Hurley Stark White. It's easier to fussy cut. So just sit this up here in the corner, put my magnet down, and fit as many presents as I can in the top corner, because I want to do all the rest of my stamping on this. And I will be heat embossing that too, so let me grab my clear embossing powder. Hi Anj. Hi Gloria. I recommend, and I didn't do it yet, but I definitely recommend, because you're going to color one of the presents, using an anti-static powder bag. If you weren't going to color anything, it'd be fine not to. And I'm going to use my Versafine Claire in Nocturne. I use that interchangeably with Gina K. You know, yeah, I'm going to use the Versafine. The Gina K also is great for heat embossing. The Obsidian Amalgam. Hi Melanie. Okay, let's go once more with that. Perfect. I'm gonna lift it out of here. Pour my embossing powder over. Go ahead and heat set that. I'm leaving those in because I'm going to flip this over and do the other side. See if I can, nope, I can't do that on camera. Usually I will heat emboss from the back. I'm just going to put this over. A bit more of my anti-static powder. Oh, I got dirt on there. That's going to be the one I color, obviously. Hi, Chow. Let's do one more, just for good measure. Okay. Close those. You don't have to heat emboss them, but it sure helps me to not smear things. One more. Let me get these presents off of here. I'll clean them later. I say that and then I ignore them till the next morning. Make sure that I don't have any ink on my fingers. I'm gonna grab the Merry Christmas. So I bought this like nail polish type stuff. It's actually like these plastic wrap things that you put on. And I was wearing them on my nails and they were great. And then I took them off one day and I noticed that the whole tops of my nails were completely falling apart. So I have a whole bunch of sets of those that I'm going to give away because I think that my fingernails are allergic to the glue. So if you have, I think they'd be fine if you had like acrylic nails or something. I was just trying to put something on my natural nails. All right, done with Misty. We'll put her down here for now. A little bit of embossing powder. Put that away so I don't have an accident. I'm going to emboss this from the back. Ow! Hot. Okay, now we want that to kind of cool. I don't need this anymore. Okay, and so I'm going to take another piece of paper, and I'm just going to use my cheap paper. Some accent opaque, and I'm going to make a streak of pink here. Where did I put it? Right here. Okay. While this is cooling, I'm going to trim this one down. Anymore, and I'm going to trim this to 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, I'm going to take a black piece of paper. Now you could use your expensive black paper. I'm not going to. I'm just going to use my regular black paper because I really don't need the deepest, darkest black for this. And I'm going to trim this down to 3 3/4 and 1/8. So 3 5/8. Let's see, 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. No. By 5 1/8. Do it right, T. And then one more. Thanks. They just have to grow out, Gloria. I'm going to cut a strip. Now, is that the same black? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to trim this off now. I'm going to trim it to where the letters are just poking out of the guide. And then I'm going to flip it over and do the same on the other side. Make sure I've got it straight. Okay. Now, I'm going to glue this to this. Glue. This just kind of breaks it up. I'm going to get it as straight as I possibly can. And let me grab a clean paper towel because knowing me, I will get black on there somehow. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this down. Hi! K Diddy! How are you? And I want to trim this to, I'm going to go just below the letters. I just want a really thin strip. And just make sure it's even. Which almost never happens for me. And then glue this down here. Just kind of creating that little bit of a striped effect. Yes, in the air conditioning for sure. It's not quite 90 here. Let's go. I'm kind of eyeballing this, so okay, we've got our sentiment, we've got our background. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the background, to the black. Such an easy card. I'm going to pick this up because I can't see it, the black, to get it nice and even. That was going to be a hurtful thing. And then I'll go ahead and glue that down to a white card base. And this is a top folding. Now that needs to be trimmed. I don't know what happens when I fold my card bases, but something goes wrong. It used to drive me crazy, but now I just tell myself, well, you can trim it later, no biggie. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Hi, Trina. Okay, now I'm going to glue this whole set up. And you could pop it up if you wanted to. But let's face it, I don't hand out many Christmas cards. Everything gets sent. So I want to use just a normal postage stamp. Oh, you know what? I should have put this down first. But that's okay, we'll just put it here. No big deal, it'll just go all the way across. I meant to put this on here first. I forgot though. So let me get this kind of straight. Look at, so I made a square, those things, those scrapbook.com things that go in your sticky mat. Well, mine, you know, lost its stick, so I cleaned it off completely. And now I've got something I can use to get my stuff down straight. I hate throwing that away. Okay, now we put our presents on. So, am I going to sit here and make you watch me fussy cut all these? No, because through the magic of I did it earlier, I've already done them, but I will do one or two, because more presents the better. So when I'm fussy cutting and I want the corners rounded, I start here in the center. So, because if I start at the corner, it's really hard to get that corner round. And you don't have to round the corners. I just like to. If I'm going to have a border showing, it's going to look nice and neat. And I like to use my cutter bee scissors for this. I used to like to use the little Tim Holtz ones. I still do, but they leave a serrated edge and I want a smooth edge. So see, now all my corners are rounded. All right, so next thing we do is we put the presents on. So I've got multiples because, like I said, through the magic of I did it earlier, they're all here. And the hardest part for me is composing where the presents go. Now I want to color one of the presents, and I'm going to color it with the sidewalk chalk. Where did I put it? You guys. Let me just grab, yep, made myself a T-ruler. It's not the straightest, but it's straight enough. And I'm just grabbing a little makeup sponge to color this, because I don't want color in the white part, if I can help it. Look at you, little baby fly. Go away. I'll just kind of blend that out. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I'm going to be putting some Nuvo shimmer over it too. It's kind of like the artistic picture. There's a movie, I want to say it's Schindler's List, where it starts out in black and white, but there's just one little girl walking down the street with a red coat on. Okay, that's done. Let's get the shimmer pen. You always want to shake these up when you use them, and this one is glitter gloss colored, so it doesn't have a color. There, got one pink present. And another color that this would go very nice with if you were using Simon's ink is Shooting Star, Minty Fresh, Breakup Blue, Over the Moon, the lighter colors. You know, like I said, you could do it in a dark color if you wanted to, but I'm afraid it would get lost, the design. Okay, I need my extra fingers now. So here's my prototype. I have an extra present here. So I want to do my flat ones first. I think I'll just do these three. Close to my retirement, guys. I'm getting excited. Sitting there thinking, and then Mike comes barreling in my room at 6:30 this morning. Hey! Oh, I forgot you were off today. I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning. He does that to me all the time. I said, okay, you're making coffee. I like these little polka dotted presents. Hi, Irma. Okay, so then we have, I'm contemplating if I'm going to do one more flat one. Very quiet. I'm concentrating. I think this one, then the pink one. Oop. And we'll put this guy right here, I think. Okay, no, that's not going to work. It's out of balance. Bugs me. Okay, let's start by popping them up. Let's go. Let's go. Quit goofing off. It's weird doing a live during the daytime on a Sunday. When I'm done working, I'll probably go back to my old schedule or do a whole lot more. I think I want to go right here. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to do this one right there. Okay. I swore off Christmas in July, but then Simon emailed me. He's like, do you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Okay, you'll go there. Now who's next? You maybe? I'm thinking here. Maybe right there. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this one down. I have to kind of lift this one to get it up under there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one under. Try not to get glue everywhere. Okay. We have our pink one. Let me think, how do I want that? I need balance, y'all. You'd think I was a Libra. This one will go up that. And then to get my balance, we'll put this one down lower. Okay, I think I have it. I changed my game because I put an extra present in there. I want my bigger poppies too. My taller ones. Okay. This one just needs one down here. One down here. That's awesome, Anja. I'm happy that you can. Okay, how did I want that? Like that. This one I want up high, so I'm going to use the fatter poppies for it. Okay, the only one left to do is this little guy. Yep, I can only fit two in there. Okay, fine. Okay. Then on this one, I had these little daily bobs. So let's get some daily bobs. These came from Glitter Lambs, I think. It's either, they either came from this calls for confetti or Glitter Lambs. I shop at both. But see, if you were to do one in the minty fresh, you could use the little presents. Just like these little retro looking star things. Get off me. Get off my finger. Now I have to decide how I want to put them. Kind of like it like that. So if you were to fussy cut all of the presents, it'd probably take you an extra, I don't know, it took me about 5 or 8 minutes to cut out the 8. There we go. Hi, Peggy. So that's from the, where did I put the little, that's from the Winter Things set. And then I'll show you, how did I have this together? I can never get these back together correctly. I'll show you just some samples of some others that I did. So I made an odd size card. The reason for that was just the shape of this stamp. So this comes from hang on. This comes from this Winter Wonderland stamp and die set, where you can get the dies. It's not actually a set, and it's just this like little neighborhood or something, and it's just oddly shaped. And so I thought, well, I don't have to make an A2 card. I can make any kind of card I want, right? It's my card. If it'll fit in an A2 envelope, I'm good. And then you guys saw these ones. This one is done with, again, non-traditional colors, and that is done with the Nordic knit. So many possibilities with this one. So I stamped and fussy cut this right here in Tropical Tango. And then this was in Minty Fresh, and excuse me, this was in Triple Berry. And this is from the set that we just worked with right here, this Merry Christmas. I think that's it. And then this one, which I did show on Instagram, and that uses also this Christmas Village, and it uses this, where'd it go? I can't find the backing to it, but this snowy one, which I think would make like really cool like champagne bubbles or something. Yeah, the sweater stamp is fun. If you want, we can do this. This was super quick. I'll show you. Since I have like 28 minutes left. I can show you that, or we can do one of these. Do you guys see this? I mean, whoa. That is just amazing. Those are the new embossing glazes. I just was blown away by the outcome of that. Anyway, let's do this one. It's super easy and super quick. It's a lot easier if I know where I put the stamp. There they are. There's no fussy cutting, no nothing, barely any coloring. Okay, so what I'm going to get the stamp out, and I want coordinating paper. No. Hang on. You guys, I think this one. Maybe the more turquoisey one. Yeah, let's do it with the more turquoisey one. Yeah, it's a great release for sure. Oh, you want to see the color, this one on? We'll do that one too. I'm not in any hurry. I decided that I'll just hang as long as I want. Because generally, like, somebody's going after me. And so I feel like I have to hurry and I can't, you know, show you guys what you want to see. Thanks. Those are a lot of Spellbinders and Michael's Recollections. I get the big packs of 110 pound, and then I cut them down so that they're handy when I need them. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Probably my stamp platform. Yup. Yup, that. Alright, let's do the mini Misty for that one. As you guys know, I have a mountain of stamp platforms. Oops, I left a stamp in here too. It happens. It goes with that other. That's also, man, I got a lot of dirt on there. That's okay. I'm just going to use a piece of accent opaque. Don't even really need a magnet in this one. Okay. And I'm going to use archival because it's going to dry quickly. I'm not going to heat emboss or anything, so I need this to be dry. Well, hi there, Crafty Mama Diaries. Welcome. Go once, and then I'll go twice. Nice and black. Because it's going to have to pop through all that glitter. One more in there in the middle is kind of still. I probably need to re-ink my archival. And believe it or not, I'm going to do my coloring with pencil. Okay. Good to go. Give that just a minute to set and let me grab the pencil. And what I want is a pencil that kind of goes with this cardstock. Excuse my reach. Let me do a little swatching here. I think that's the closest I have. I know I probably have one in my Prismacolors, but I'm not ready to pop those out yet. And I want to use this one because I want to do a little bit of smearing. So let me just heat set this real quick. And grab a blending stump, and all I'm gonna do here is I'm going to just kind of come along the edges of the trees, every part that sticks out basically. Give it some color and then just blend it out. The pencils I'm using here, the pencil I'm using, I'm only using one. These are Stabilo Carbothello pencils. They're chalk pastel pencils. I shouldn't be blowing on that. I should be swiping. So any place where there's snow, or I feel like there should be some shadows, I'm adding just a little bit of color. Not a bunch, just a little bit. Just a wee bit along the top here. And then just kind of blending it in with my stump. I love, 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 love these pencils to work with. They're just easy. And you can really add a lot of intensity of color or just keep it light. And I want some color along my little hills. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I did wash my hair today. We just want this hint of color. No, no Gamsol, because these Gamsol doesn't work with these because they're chalk. I mean, it might work with them, but I've never needed it. I've been practicing coloring with my color pencils. I previously had the Castle Arts, and I've decided I really like coloring with pencils, so I invested in the good ones, but I haven't broken them out yet. I put them in a little case, and there they are. The Prismacolors. I mean, I had a few Prismacolors. Like, I bought a bunch of browns because, you know, I didn't have very many browns in my Castle Arts. And, yeah. Only thing I recommend on the red pencils, don't use an electric sharpener on them, because I don't know why. There's something about red. It likes to break the pencil likes to break. I don't know why. I haven't tried a brute thinner pencil yet. Well, I mean, I barely have any experience at all with pencils, but I did take the free class over at, oh my gosh, you guys, what's the name of it? It's a 2-word name. She's British, I think. You guys know who I mean. Who is it? Who is it, Melissa? Anyway, she teaches pencils and Copics. And I'm not doing Copics. I don't like the smell of them at all. Like, it makes me nauseous. Kitten Clouder, that's the one. Thank you, Cordelia. Again, just adding a little bit of color here and there, not even caring if it's neat. We're just here for a little colorful impact. The rest is super easy. Let's go ahead and get this tree. I did buy the whole set of these too, about a year ago, I guess, from Blick, because I had a black one and I loved it so much for making shadows on like my mixed media type stuff. Almost there, guys. Oh, you're fussy cutting? Yeah, the stump is perfect for this. Just oops, I didn't blend those out. That's okay. Put that out of the way before I forget. If it's too harsh, go some more. And you can also erase these. They erase just fine. Because who doesn't need to edit their work sometimes? Oops. I have a lot of oops moments. Stone cold sober. Forgot to blend that one out. Yep, I did. All right, one last just here on the steeple, or whatever this thing is. Okay. So there we have our color. So next, what I have here, and Lord, I hope I find them. I know they're here. It doesn't mean I'll know exactly where they are. Here they are. And I bought these Altenew double-sided sticky things. And I cut them down. Oh, no worries, Alyssa. That's me exactly, Cordelia. Yeah, the Prismacolors have been around. My grandmother used to use them. She did really intricate. Getting these apart is the tricky part for me because of all the broken fingernails. Okay, let's just bend it and pull. I hate bending the corner. I know it doesn't hurt anything, but... And I'm going to smack that right down. I don't want to turn on my ScanNCut either. I'm lazy. It's a lot of work. And pardon me here while I grab my glitter. Alright, if you're allergic to glitter, look away. I'm going to be using Clear Rock Candy, and this one's almost empty, so I'm going to open the new one here. I always have this glitter on hand. And you guys know how to do this technique. Now you're keeping this. Let me grab a piece of paper. I can never find my printer paper when I need it. I can always find my thick stuff. All right. It's over there somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and trim this excess off. And I'm going to trim above where the sticky part is. Hi, Pam. Of course. Let's see. I need my bone folder. There we go. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I didn't think I was going to do this, so. And I'm just going to pull this backer away. I'm going to dump on glitter on the whole thing. Don't sneeze. Just gonna give a little tap here. I'm going to set that over here while I put my glitter back. Okay, no glitter accidents. It seemed like I used a lot, but here's the jar. Okay, I'm going to set this right back down here, set this backer on, and I'm going to take my bone folder and just push all that glitter in so it doesn't come off. Some adhesives are better. I've found. So I'm going to make sure no glitter escapes, no escapees. I feel like that needs to be burnished a little better. I don't know, something weird happened there. Doesn't matter. So now we could do one of two things. We could trim this off. We could emboss this and trim this off and top it with this. let's trim this. Let me go ahead and trim this off. So I'm going to trim just the sides off. So that it's at 3 3/4. And then this is whatever, right? It can be just the square. It's definitely going to be sparkly. So if we were to treat this like a Polaroid, and if I emboss this, that might look pretty cool too, but that's not what I did here. What I did here was I just framed it and then made a place for the sentiment and glued it all down to a card base. And then cut off the card base. I really like these Altenew ones. I mean, I have lots of double-sided tape because I'm a mixed media artist and I do a lot of like 3D stuff, but I would never use this for that because it's too expensive. I'm thinking here what I want to do. I think I want to do my original. Yeah. So I'll glue that down. My stomach's starting to make flip-flops, you guys. I ate lunch before I started this. And now my stomach says, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. You're right, Pam, it will. That's what I got my blower machine for. Oh, it's over there charging. See, I just blow it away and I don't see it if I blow it away. So then I've got this piece here that I'll trim down to the same. Oh, great. Be a stinker, be a stinker. Look what it did. Clean that up a little. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, let's get a card base here. Got a top folder. So see, then we go. I need to trim this down a little bit more. I need to trim off about 3/8 of an inch. Eyeballing here, guys. Looks to be about 1.5 inches. Yeah. And go ahead and glue that down. I got a fuzzy edge there because my cutter decided to chomp. Now I would stamp this before I put it on there, so let's pick a sentiment. Wishing you a season full of love and laughter. That works. Works for me. We can get away with black because we stamped our houses in black. Thank you, Frida. So, I definitely am not going to risk stamping this wrong. So I'm going to grab my Misty. And let's pull this out. Just put him over there. Misty, go right here. Let me kind of, I'm gonna grab a piece of acetate here and do the test run on it. Sit, acetate. Yeah. Okay. And I'm not going to be coloring this at all, so I will heat emboss it. So I'm not going to bother with the anti-static powder. Yeah, it does go upwards a little bit, but not enough to bother me. Grab my embossing powder. You know what? I think I'm going to go with a sparkly embossing powder. This is Judikins. I've had it for years. I need to clean that off, but let me just get this put away. This stuff I have accidents with because it's so light, like poofy. Poofy. Is that a good word? You're afraid to try it. Oh, you know what? It's okay if you mess it up because everybody learns. I am horrible. I was horrible at it, especially sentiments, and I still am. So, like I can't do white on black cardstock. Mine never comes out. I always get embossing powder on everything. Hi, Shannon. Okay. I think I want to trim just a tad more off of here. Just a skosh. Out of my way. Okay, give this a little bit of a bend back. Main thing is you want to make sure your spacing between your panel, your top panel and your bottom panel is good. So you can do short or long, right? And then we need some bling on there. You want a nap, not Sunday dinner. Let's get out my Christmas bling. Part of it anyway. Need snowflakes. Got these cute white deer too, but they don't really go with the scene. Look at that. That's confetti. Ah, I didn't realize I had that. That would have looked really good on there. I'll have to remember I have that. And this is from This Calls for Confetti. Can I get it open? You know which things make me really mad is the cheese, like the sliced cheese. I can never get these stupid things to open. You know, it says tear here and then it doesn't work. Let's get my little oh, in bed chillaxing. That sounds good. Let's see here. The only thing I don't like about these snowflakes is that they got a hole in them, but I might just fill that hole. I might. I'm not crazy about that configuration. This is, you know, where I struggle, guys. This is my struggle, guys. Needs to be in a triangle-ish. And I'm super picky about spacing. Like, it drives me crazy when everything's all bunched up in one place or sentiments aren't centered. It hurts my head. And that's really terrible, right? Should not be so dang picky. So if I could say anything, if you're learning or just new to card making, is study composition of the greats. The greats like Jennifer McGuire, the greats like Kathy Zielske. They really know how to balance these sceneries so it doesn't hurt. I hate saying it like that, but that's just the only way I can describe it. This is the closest I have. It is gorgeous, isn't it? So my link is down below in the description box. My link to Ranger, my general overall link. Let me get my little triangle box thingy here. And these little finishing touches are really kind of what makes it. I want just the small ones. Let me see if I like it. Get off there. Yep, I like it. Okay. I'm just gonna have to mess with it here to make sure it's centered. You got a mini jar of solar paste? Where'd you get that? Now these sort of look like flowers, but that's okay. There we go. Are you not upside down? You are. I like these little green ones because they're sort of iridescent. Okay, so there's that. And then let's get into the grunge. I think that's awesome. You got a free jar to try. That's so cool. So I'm gonna grab a stencil and I'm gonna grab a piece of watercolor paper. Let me just sort of just kind of move some crap out of my way here first. The stencil I used for this one is a Lavinia stencil because I wanted something that would cover my whole page. Like the Tim Holtz stencils, I love them, but they don't cover the whole page. And I don't, you know, I don't want to wait for it to dry and move it over. One of these days, he'll make bigger ones. That's my hope. Let's do, I've got a few here. That's a Lavinia as well. Make sure I have my embossing glazes. Yep, I still have a bunch of crap in my way. I'm gonna put those here. Oops, I got a magnet stuck to them. Okay. If I wipe this off, that'll stick. I need to just clean that off real quick. It's got a lot of debris from all the stuff I was just doing. I'm going to use the smooth side. Lay my stencil down. Yeah, I think I will just tape this down a little bit. I like these nice big stencils. Now, in true copycat style, because best practices, I did get a couple of these, and therefore windows. They work amazing. So Tim demoed that the other day, and I don't know how many people went out on Amazon and bought them. Probably a lot, including myself. Just gonna spread some on, kind of glump it on. I like it because it doesn't make it so you get it on so thick. I needed more. You can always put it back. Now I'm going to scrape it mostly off of here so I don't have to run it to the sink immediately. You still want to. There, I can just put all that back. Let's see, I want to get my embossing glaze on there right away. I'm looking for my paper towels. They grew legs on me. Oh, well, there's one right here. I'll use it. I just want to wipe this off immediately because I don't want it ruined. It works so good. Right. Pick up my stencil. Got a little goober in there, but that's okay. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper here. And I'm just going to lay it right on top of there. I don't care. It cleans off. No big deal. Now I'm going to start throwing down color. So I'm going to start with the Seedless Preserves. And I'm just random, super random. Okay. I'm going to come with the Peacock Feathers. Mermaid Lagoon. And, oops, didn't get that on right. The squeezed lemonade. Definitely get it down there where I already somehow got yellow from somewhere. That looks a hot mess, doesn't it? We're going to pick it up and we're going to make it do a little dance. move it around. Okay. I could have probably used more purple over in there, but that's okay. Because once it's full, it's full. Now I made myself a little jar. Oh, here it is. I'm keeping this jar of these mixed ones because I feel like I'll use them. In fact, let me see if I can't get any to stick on here. Nah. Once it's on there, it's on there. Because these colors get along really well. Yeah, Abraham would be happy with the squeezed lemonade. You're right about that. Okay. Now, ideally, you let this dry naturally. And then you heat set it. But I like to dry it with my heat tool because, oh, sorry, indigestion. Yeah, I had a salami and cheese sandwich on rye, so my stomach said, you're too old for that. I lost my train of thought because I like the way it bubbles. It bubbles up. Yeah, I love the Distress Black Heavy Stock a bunch. I have some, but I hoard it. So all I'm doing is I'm heating this until the embossing powder melts. And it will bubble up the texture paste because it's wet. So if you don't want it to bubble up, wait for it to dry. Basically keep the heat on it till it's shiny. Crystal, hi Gareth. Okay, so this one has a white background, this doesn't. So we know where we go from there. We find our splat box. We put some fresh paper towel in there. No, I lost my paper towels, you guys. I don't know what happened to them. I know they're here somewhere, but I didn't know where. Oh, here they are. And let's, on this one, let's do something different with the color. What the heck is that? piece of debris. Let's go. Let me grab some colors here. Yes. I think I'll do the same color range. So I've got some squeezed lemonade. I've got some, where are you? Well, tell me I don't have Seedless Preserves. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, yes, I do. I don't. Yeah, I'm crazy there. Why wouldn't I have Seedless Preserves? I probably got it in an oxide. All right, you know what? We'll do Fortune Teller. Why not? Right? And we'll do... I don't have all of the sprays, so sorry. Pine Needles, Peacock Feathers. And do I have Mermaid Lagoon? I don't think I do. No, I have Uncharted Mariner. Okay, we'll stick with what we have here. All right, let's start in with some squeezed lemonade. You just set these aside. And where is my Seedless Preserves? I know I have some. It's my favorite one. Doesn't make sense that I can't find it. Never mind, I'm going to stop stressing over it. Go in with some Peacock Feathers. And a little bit of pine needles. A little bit of fossilized amber. Let's do some water. Let that do some running. Pull that out. I'm going to grab a clean paper towel and just kind of wipe. So there's how. Yeah, it's a good stencil. I like that stencil too. Now, what if you want dark, like in between here? Then you would go in with a distress crayon. And I'm just going to do it on a small part here to make sure I'm okay with it. Going to come in and just lay some crayon down. I'm going to take my little brush here and brush it in. And that went totally black. That put way too much. I'm going to grab a baby wipe. So maybe don't use black. Get my paper towel again. So that's if you wanted to make that dark in there. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's how I did that. So we did today, we did this card using the I've got a mess everywhere. Using the, was it Winter Wonderland? Oh, I'll list it down below. And then we did the card. Can't even find the card, you guys. Where did I put it? Good grief. I don't know. Yeah, I totally lost the cards. There were 2 of them. I don't know how you guys tolerate me and my brain. You know, I had a brain trauma back in the 80s. You know, that's not a lie. And so, yeah, there are some things that happen with my brain that are unexplainable. Like, where could those 2 cards have gone? Anyway, we did this one, we did that, and we did the pink ones that are missing. Are they over here? They're over here. I put them over there for safekeeping. We use the winter things, and we use the Winter Wonderland. Hey, thank you, Tiffany. That was really sweet of you. And then we made our little abstract fun. You guys, I thank you so much for coming to hang out today. I know I went a little long. It is what it is. Does anybody have any questions for me? No? Any comments, emotional outbursts? Okay then. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate you guys leaving me your time. And I hope that you have an awesome rest of your Sunday. No worries, Lisa. I'm just finishing, so do feel free to watch the replay. And guess what? I watch every single video on double speed, so they're a lot of fun. The blender for the Stabilo is called a blending stump. And they come in all kinds of sizes. Let me show you if I can figure out what I did with them. You guys know I can't find anything. I put them somewhere that I wouldn't lose them, and now they're lost. Anyway, they have them on Amazon, like in a pack, and it comes with this board thing that you can like clean them or sharpen them with. So they come fat like this, all the way down to that skinny little one I just showed you. And they're just called blending stumps. Oh, Irma, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, have a good rest of your Sunday. Thanks for spending your time with me. I'll see you around the rooms.